Hello everybody, and welcome to this tutorial on how to completely conceal the 2x2 flush piston doors, or Jeb doors as a lot of people call them. So with all Jeb doors, they are concealed on the outside, but they aren't concealed on the inside because you can see the two pistons when you walk in. This is my design so that it is completely concealed, so one button press closes it and another button press opens it and hides it. So let's begin on how to make this. Okay, so the first step here is to make the 2x2 piston door. I will not be walking you through how to do this because I've already done a tutorial on it. So you can just follow what I'm doing here, or you can go and watch my tutorial for the 2x2 piston door. It will be in the description in case you can't follow what I'm doing here, but it is very simple and should be easy enough to follow. So you just place blocks like that and redstone shown like this. The repeater has to be at the front and has to be on 3 ticks delay. It works on 4 ticks, but it's just faster on 3. So that's step 1 done. Okay, now we're going to place the pistons that push these two pistons up and down to conceal them. So first of all, you have to extend your frame out by 3 blocks. Do it fully, don't take away the corners here. Then we destroy the 2 blocks that these are below. Build up a 4 high pillar and out 1 on both sides. And then come down here. Take your normal piston, doesn't have to be sticky piston, and then place 2 facing downward like that. So destroy these 2 blocks afterwards. Do the same on the other side, and destroy these 2 blocks because they will not be needed. You should probably keep these 3 because we'll be using them to build the redstone later. So now we're going to place the bottom pistons. So come over here. I filled this down to ground solid with sandstone just to show you what you would do in survival mode, because more than likely you're not going to be building this in floating in mid-air. It's going to be on the ground. So you dig down 1, 2, 3 blocks, then come out with the piston, place it on the side of that block so it's facing upwards, destroy the block above it like we did up there, so that it's free to push down, and then jump up and place the piston there, and then you can do the same for the other side. So just do the exact same. Okay, so now you're ready to do your redstone wiring for the pistons. And we're going to start off with the top pistons here. So place 2 blocks on the last block of the frame, and then place a block against in the middle block of this pillar on both sides, and now you can destroy the block here. You don't have to, but you can if you want to. And either place glowstone here or upside down half slabs. It's your choice, but half slabs are cheaper, so I would suggest doing that. Now place dust as shown, and a repeater here set to 2 ticks, and also here set to 2 ticks. Then place a repeater here on full tick delay, and then 1 more so it connects to this redstone wiring. Hello sheep. Okay, now it is time to do the wiring for these bottom pistons. So come around one of the sides, it doesn't really matter. It can be left or right. I'm going to use right for this demonstration. So place a block on the side of the back lamp and a dust on top, and then a torch on the side of that block. Go down 1 block and then have a block underneath that. Then destroy this block and go down a block again. This will be easier if you're digging this underground. And then place dust on those 2 blocks. Then go down 1 more block and place a block on the side of the redstone, and make a repeater on 3 tick delay and a block, and then a torch on top of this block. redstone dust, going into a block, and then a torch on that block. So basically what we've created here is a monostable circuit that will only send a pulse, in this case a 1-tick pulse. I'm pretty sure it doesn't need to be a 1-tick pulse, but it basically just sends a pulse when the system is off, and it will not send a or when the power is off, it will not send a pulse when it is on. So that's just the functionality of this. Now place 2 blocks to make a 2x2 square here, and then place blocks along like this to make a U shape connecting to the 2 top pistons. Then connect redstone along these front 2 blocks and a repeater on the right side. This is very important you put it on the right side, because if you put it on the left side, this dust will be facing into this top piston, which will power up before the bottom piston, which you don't want. So here it's going sideways, it's not actually powering this piston, and then into the repeater, and then redstone along the top of the U. Now it's time to fill in these blocks above the bottom pistons. These will be the blocks that replace the pistons up in your tunnel, so you probably want them to be the same as the material you built your tunnel with. So now this should be completely functional. The inputs are these 4 blocks indicated by the lapis. So you should probably use a lever now to test this out to make sure it's working. So on. We'll see that it's completely flush now. You can have a wall all along here and it'll be completely concealed, all the wiring. And now you flick it again and it's a completely concealed piston door in a tunnel. So after your test go, you should have a clean tunnel, and I'm going to include how to make this work with a button, so that 1 button press will open it and 1 button press will close it, because the last time I did my 2x2 piston door tutorial I got a lot of questions about flip-flops and stuff like that, so I'll quickly show you how to easily add a flip-flop to this, probably the most efficient way. Place a block on this redstone and another block on top of that. Place redstone on top of the block you just placed, a block on the side of the redstone, and then a block on the first block you placed. Now destroy the first block you placed. Now set a repeater to 3 ticks delay here, and then a torch on top. Place a block, redstone, and then a block, and a torch. This is the monostable circuit we used down below to create a pulse only when it is off, but it can also be used as a T flip-flop, as I'll show here. So place a sticky piston on the side of this redstone torch, and then a block on the sticky piston. Build 1 underneath that block and place a torch on the side of it. So this is probably the most efficient way of implementing a flip-flop into this design. So if you do add this flip-flop in, then the input changes from those 4 blocks over there to this 1 block here. So wherever you put your button to open this door, it might be over on a different wall or some secret area, you'll hook up the redstone wiring to this block and have a repeater going into this block, and then it should work fine. I will show how it works now with this button. So 1 button press opens it, and another button press closes it and hides it. So thank you very much for watching, and hope you learned something. See you next time.